Development from the Center of International Studies, Ohio, Anthems, Ohio, United States of America, 2005. And a Bachelor of Arts in Education, with a major in Geography from the Jala University College. 1994, previously under the University, 1984 colleagues, 1984, under the University of Sierra Leone. As a devout Catholic, the nominee serves the mission in most of its projects of exhibition and organizations to strengthen his parish in the Catholic Diocese of McKinney and the country at large. He served as a district returning officer, Bobale District, at the National Elections Commission for 2002, and sustainability of NACIT, numerous projects and their benefit to its subscribers. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this is key for the nominee. May I reverse this portion? He served as a district returning officer, Bombale District at the National Elections Commission for 2002, presidential and parliamentary elections. As a researcher, the nominee promised to work closely with other members and the administration on the viability and sustainability of NACIT's numerous projects and their benefits to the subscribers. Recommendations. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the committee unanimously adjourned the following presidential nominees to be adequately qualified for their proposed appointment and are therefore recommended to the House for approval. 1. Mr. Edmond Sylvester Alpha, proposed chairman and chief electoral commissioner, Election Commission for Sierra Leone, ECSL. Mr. Gerard Demi, proposed chairman, Board of Directors, National Water Resources Management Agency. Madam Esata Mara, proposed chairperson, National Social Security and Insurance Trust. Ms. Edwina Berwa, Esquire, proposed member, Board of Directors, Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. Ms. Latricia Marian Sheriff, proposed member, Board of Directors, Guma Valley Water Company. Mr. Yaya Pasiru Kagu, proposed member, Board of Trustees, Sierra Leone Students Loan Scheme. Mr. Sheikh Rahman Kamara, proposed member, Board of Directors, Sierra Leone. Mr. Milton Augustine Kuruma, proposed member, National Social Security and Insurance Trust Board of Trustees. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, based on the aforementioned and closed session decision, I therefore move that the 7th report of the 3rd session of the Committee on Appointment and the Public Service be adopted by the House, and the recommendations contained therein be approved. Faithfully read to this honorable House, Chairman of the Appointment Committee, Honorable Matthew Sanuma, JP, representing the people of Bukaka, Jama, and Bulamba. Thank you.
Thank you, Seconder. Honorable members, the question is that the 7th report of the 3rd session of the 6th Parliament of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service be adopted by the House under the recommendations contained herein be approved.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to begin by thanking His Excellency, the President, for presenting to this House the nominees that will help him to achieve his agenda. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, His Excellency, as a law, have the responsibility to nominate persons, but these persons can only occupy these offices when approved by the people of Senegal through their representatives. The mere nomination doesn't guarantee them the job. It is only the people's approval that will guarantee their job. So to the nominees, you've been selected from amongst the numerous nominees to help His Excellency in achieving his agenda. If you fail, you will not just be failing yourself. You'll be failing His Excellency the President, and by extension, you'll be failing the people of Senegal. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, excuses will not be tolerated. Performance should be the watchword. And in the next few years, we'll be reading our scorecard to the people of Sierra Leone. And what you do, what you achieve, will be part of our scorecard. If you fail, we'll have nothing to tell our people. But if you succeed, you will not just be succeeding for yourself, you will be succeeding for us, the presidency, the parliament, and the councils. Because your successes are the things we'll be campaigning on. Because it is extremely clear, our people are convinced that we members of parliament are still responsible for primary development. But I keep on saying it continuously, that the responsibility of development has been removed from this parliament and taken to the executive. So when nominees come here, we admonish them, we make them to understand that their successes are our successes, and their failures are our failures. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the fact that His Excellency has nominated them is a clear indication that he has trust and confidence in them. Mr. Speaker, with that said, let me zero in on a few of them. I will start, Mr. Speaker, with a nominee from my constituency. I know everybody will think I want to go to the lecture. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am a member of parliament representing Good District and specifically Baumachi. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to personally thank His Excellency, the President, for considering nominating Mr. Gerard Dembi to this House. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Gerard Dembi is one of the strong SLPP members long before now. When he was in the United States, he supported the SLPP team. At a period, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, a lot of people do not want to associate with the SLPP. At a period, Mr. Speaker, those who benefited from the SLPP during the era of President Kaba shy away from associating with the SLPP while in opposition. Mr. Gerard Dembi, we are few of the people who stood firm that they will support the SLPP, making sure the SLPP gains power. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, haven't supported the SLPP. And in 2018, at a very difficult period, he flew from the United States to Sierra Leone to help the SLPP to achieve where it is today. Mr. Speaker, I can say here without fear of favor that he played an extremely pivotal role in Baumachi and in Bodi State. In 2018, myself and him, we traversed the entire constituency and beyond. In 2023, he did likewise. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in 2023, when His Excellency was re-elected, he was relieved, but that did not discourage him. He continued supporting the SLPP. We have people who have been relieved, who have been opportune to hold positions, and when once His Excellency relieved them, they badmouthed the SNPP and the government. But Mr. Giatembi stood firm with the SNPP. He continued his support for the SNPP. There is no one day he has badmouthed His Excellency the President, not the SNPP. And today, he has been considered. That should be the spirit. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today I am here as deputy leader and I can contribute here. It is because of the role Mr. Edmond Alpha played while some of us were in Jala University. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Edmond Alpha was my communications lecturer. And for some of us who went through him, we can attest there is an expert in the field of communications. Mr. Speaker, with that said, I want to inform this House that today I am extremely pleased to be a member of the Sierra Leone People's Party. Mr. Speaker, when we came to this parliament in 2012, I had the opportunity to approve 2 electoral commissioners, chairman of the Electoral Commission. When we lost the elections in 2007, when the Electoral Commission decided to cancel 437 polling centers, which was unlawful. We were in governance, Mr. Speaker. We took it in good faith. We challenged, but we know that was the decision of the referee at that moment. We accepted the result. We handed over power peacefully. We congratulated the winner, even when we know at that point that the elections were not just. There was no law the Electoral Commission relied on to announce that result. The SNPP handed back. We went into opposition. We reorganized ourselves. We contested in 2012. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in 2012, when counting was ongoing, when the elections were announced, when we protested, they referred us to the police station. Mr. Speaker, I said I am very pleased to be a member of the SNPP. We went to court because that is what the law states, that when you are dissatisfied, you go to court. We knew we were in opposition. We knew the APC was in governance. We did not shy away from the court. We knew the APC, the president by then, was the person who appointed all the judges and magistrates. We did not shy from that. We went to court. Decisions were made by the court. We accepted the decision. Even though we knew the decision was not pleasing to us, we accepted the decision. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we came back, we worked with government. We did not say we were not going to participate in governance. 2012 leading to 2018, we were not satisfied with the electoral commissioners, but the law states that His Excellency in consultation should appoint them. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, when UFA was nominated to this House, we were of the position that we should not approve him. We should walk out. Today, I now believe that the leadership we had in opposition was a matured and experienced leadership. I want to recognize persons like J.O.B., Banja Tijansi, Dr. Prince Hadi. We were young. We wanted to walk out. We wanted to demonstrate. We went to the party office. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, they told us in the party office that Mr. Onfa will have to conduct the 2018 elections. Bearing that in mind, we need to support his candidature. That was an extremely mature decision. Even when we knew what happened in 2012. Because Mr. Onfa was the commissioner for that. We knew what happened in the northern region. It was an extreme maturity. They pacified us. That maturity was what brought us to this house on that day. We came to this house. We supported Onfa to the displeasure of the ruling party. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, having gone through that process, 2018, look at where we are today. Even when the persons who were conducting the elections, we are dissatisfied with them. But what happened? They read the results that the people voted. The more reason why you need to support the Electoral Commission whenever they are brought here, it is not for them to disadvantage you or to advantage you, but they are the referees. And there is no way we are going to bring somebody out of Sierra Leone to manage the Electoral Commission. It is only a Sierra Leonean that will manage that commission. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, our colleagues on the other side did not come. Today, majority of them did not come.
Honorable leader, be guided.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, today, I am fully in support of the President's statement that says the APC is not good for themselves, nor the people of Sierra Leone. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, ever since the consultation, the APC have been telling us about tripartite and unity agreements. That's how insincere these people are. Mr. Speaker, I have the unity agreement. All what is embedded in this document has been fulfilled by government. Everything. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, with your leave, let me highlight some of the issues, the resolutions of the unity agreement. They said, Mr. Speaker, one of the resolutions that His Excellency should make a national address. Mr. Speaker, we all know His Excellency made a national address after this resolution. They said APC will end its non-participation. They ended. They should form a tripartite committee. It was formed. Mr. Speaker, they agreed that we should release all persons arrested, detained, and or imprisoned for allegations of elections and civil protests. All of that has been done. Discontinuing of national politically motivated court cases, all court cases have been dropped. Support the settlement of political persons, everything has been done, Mr. Speaker. Upon assumption of their elective governance positions, all elected APC officials, members of parliament, mayors, chairpersons, councillors will have the issue regarding their entitlement addressed accordingly by the appropriate authority of institutions. Mr. Speaker, we have paid their backlog. We have paid. We have paid 100%. I know they want to sit again and come for asking for backlog. That's what they are planning. Mr. Speaker, we have also addressed the issue of committees and international parliaments. Today, Mr. Speaker, I can tell you that we have the International Parliament, we have the Pan-African Parliament, we have 2 APC members of Parliament, 2 FFPP members of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, the SAP EU Parliament, we have 2 SFPP, 2 APC members of Parliament. The ECOWAS Parliament, currently they are even in ECOWAS, even when they say they are not participating in governance. Honorable Bukago, is in ECOWAS. Is in ECOWAS. And he said he's not participating in governance. What are you doing in ECOWAS? You are representing government. If you don't want to participate in governance, you should not go to ECOWAS. He's been paid. He's in ECOWAS. 2 of them. Honorable Babiti Fana and Honorable Bukago, they are in ECOWAS. They are in ECOWAS, granting interviews that they are not participating in governance. What are you doing in ECOWAS? Honorable Emase and Honorable Veronica say, all of them, they are in ECOWAS. So we have settled that. What are they crying for? Mr. Speaker, honorable members, they say, His Excellency the President should wait for them. Why? Are we running the government? Are they running the government for His Excellency the President? You know it's clear. His Excellency had not done anything against the spirit of the law. Mr. Speaker, we are lawmakers. As members of Parliament, we would not even have interviewed Mr. Edmund Alpha had the President not complied with the Constitution. We will not. Mr. Speaker, the APC has nothing at this moment to even advance to the people. They are hiding behind unity agreements that have been fulfilled. Currently, Mr. Speaker, in the tripartite, they have recommended that we review the laws. And government has gone to the extent of reviewing the Constitution. What else do the APC want? We even went further to have a conversation with them. All of what they requested, they have denied it today. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to continue informing the public. The elections is a process. And already the process should have started. There is a strategic plan. And the strategic plan, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, is periodic. There are periods that should be achieved. And there is no way, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, an active electoral commissioner will continue running the strategic plan and taking key strategic decisions on behalf of the commission. And there is no way, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it's even unjust for the president or any other person to allow somebody to act for more than 6 months. The policy says the acting position should not be more than 6 months. It is either you appoint the person or you bring some other person to occupy the office.
Hold on, Honorable Leader. After the second and the leader, I will accept 1 paramount chief if you are interested, and 1 member of APC if you are interested. After which we'll round up.
Thank you.
At this stage, honorable members, SLP don't bother. SLP don't bother. After the leader, 1 paramount chief, 1 opposition. Yes, at this stage, no, he said everything.
So we can keep our notes as well.
Yes, give him your notes. SLP, give the leader your notes. You can give your leader your notes. However, at this stage, may I respectfully, hold on, leader. At this stage, may I respectfully recognize the presence of the following personalities that are here, or dignitaries of ceremony that are here. beginning with Alhaji AKCC, National Deputy Chairman, RINIP. Mr. John Bondo Magai, Board Chairman, SLR, and District Chairman, SNDP. Mr. Honorable Emmanuel Beki, Sierra Leone Maritime Administration. Mr. Sam Kim Brahma, former Deputy Minister of Agriculture. Madam Halima Tudi, Acting Chairperson and Leader, UDF. Mr. Fuad Dabo, Director General, NASIT. Where is it? Okay. Mr. Solomon Anthony Bokari, NYGC Secretary, SLT. Mr. Bia Y. Idris, Commissioner, RAC. Right to Access Information Commission. Chief Brahma Keta, former Regional Chairman, Western Area. Mr. Mohammed Kruma, National Chairman and Leader, NGC. Honorable Alpha Kanu, Presidential Spokesman, Mr. Abu Bakar Bangura, National Secretary General, PDP. And Dr. Alpha Wuri, former Minister of Higher Education. You are all heartily welcome. Proceed, leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Today I can tell you, honorable members and the general public, that the APC party is a bad loser. They are an extremely bad losers. Mr. Speaker, ever since 2023, we have seen what they have been rallying their supporters to do. And Mr. Speaker, to the tripartite agreement which they are relying on, to the unity agreement which they are relying on, it says that political parties should condemn. They should condemn persons who preach hate messages. Till today, Mr. Speaker, APC supporters have been preaching hate message, and nobody in the APC has ventured to condemn them. To the extent that the Secretary General of their party will refer to His Excellency the President as a thief. So, Mr. Speaker, they have nothing to advance to the people of Sierra Leone. Mr. Alpha, congratulations on your nomination. You have the experience, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Alpha, you have the experience. You have gone through the ranks. You started as a junior officer to where you are. That should be the spirit in every office. When you are employed, you should be comfort. You should have the impression that when I perform, I'll reach the highest position in that office. It is happening sometimes for you to have performed in an office, and the moment you have the belief that you have, and you bring somebody who doesn't even have the experience. Congratulations. You supported persons who were there before you. You have respected leaders before you. The same measures, the same respect you gave to your boss is the respect your staff will give to you. The same support you gave to persons before you will be the same support your officers will give to you. But bear in mind that in that office, others also wanted that position. Please treat them as your colleagues. It was also their right to show interest, because they have also worked in that institution like you. They believe they are qualified like you. They believe they can serve like you, but do not call on you. Don't take it personal. Work with them for the good of the institution. That should be the legacy. Work with other commissioners, because it should be a team spirit. No one person will perform. It should be a collective responsibility. Make sure you carry other commissioners along. Make sure you carry your staff along. Of course, among the staff, you'll have those that you are supporting, those who also wanted a position. Forget about that. You are now the big brother. You are now the big man in the room. Treat all of them as your staff and focus on the bigger picture of conducting a free, transparent election that will be pleasing to the people of Sierra Leone. You should not be under pressure. No political party should put you under pressure. You have the support of this house. We are here as members of parliament, not just for the SLPP or APC. We are members of parliament for the Republic of Sierra Leone. So I want to assure you, as a parliament collectively, in this parliament, as you can see, we have the APC, you have the paramount chiefs, we have the SLPP. All of us collectively will give you the maximum support. Don't be intimidated. Make sure you focus on the bigger picture. Make sure you work with your staff and your colleagues, so that at the end of the day, the results that will be read will be the people's results. Congratulations, and you are wished well. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me zero in on Madam Aissata Mara. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Madam Aissata Mara is our child, is our daughter in this parliament. She's our daughter. Her father was the first majority leader of this house in the first parliament in 1996. Mr. Honorable S.B. Mara. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Madam, you have been nominated to serve as the NASIS chair. Today, I can tell you, Mr. Speaker, that NASIS investment needs a lot of reconsideration. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today, fortunately, we have the chairman and other members of the commission. Please work fast. Look at the investment portfolio of NASIS. A lot needs to be done. Today, if you go to Golden Tulip, it is closed. And it has been closed for quite some time now. That's a huge investment. It is wasted. Mr. Speaker, Radisson Blue is not doing well. The plazas are not doing well. No new investment. Please, as chairman, make sure you bump NASIS investment. Because the only way we can be assured as workers of this nation that when we retire, our pensions will be paid is when we see viable investments from NASIS. Please make sure, work with the Director General and team, other members of the board, make sure you revive the investment portfolio of NASIS. We want to see NASIS all over. You can even venture into roadworks. Some of these PPP arrangements, build, operate, and transfer. In the hospitality industry, go to the hospital, in the health sector. If you go to Ghana, for instance, there's a whole hospital built by the insurance company. So please, madam, we are confident in you. Please make sure you have the experience, you have the expertise, you are a financial expert, Please make sure you work with other members of the committee of the trust to make sure you revive the investment. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, to my brother, my name is Bashir. That's exactly my name, Bashir. You are wish well. You are very intelligent people, though. You sure? Yeah. And I interviewed him with a very intelligent person. There goes to be Bashir. Please, I wish well. So my sister from Bo, Madam Edwina Berra, we have no problem with you. We have no problem. Honorable Bash is here. Honorable Bash are here. We have no problem. You are safe with us. Especially when Chasabula and Honorable Bash are here. You are very safe. Please make sure you work with other members of the board to develop the Sierra Commercial Bank the more. We are still members of the commercial bank, myself and my boss. Others have left. Others have gone to other banks. But we encourage them, they will come back. You will come back to commercial bank. But please, make sure you work with other members of the bank, of the board, to come back to parliament, encourage them to come back to commercial bank. Mr. Speaker, honorable members of that said, I want to come. Mr. Speaker, I will not end without mentioning Madam Lulu Sharif. Madam Speaker, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Madam, congratulations. Mr. Speaker, a difficult period in the life of the SLP. Madam Lulu Sharif, even when she was retired, she came forward and presented herself to be the women's leader of our party. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as a retiree, she should have said, let me go and sit and take care of my children and grandchildren. She said, no, I am going to devote myself to the SLPP. And she devoted herself to the SLPP. From 2013, 2012 after the elections, to 2018, there is no one day you go to the SLPP party office that you will not see Madam Lulu Sharif. She transferred with us even at our age. We all know how difficult it is to manage the women of this country. We know how difficult. Our female caucus president will tell you. Our female president will tell you how difficult it is to even manage 30 people in this parliament. She will tell you how difficult it is.
Mr. Speaker, I think I will respond to that. It's even more difficult to manage them.
So, Madam, even after her retirement,
I agree with you, Madam President. You see, only women can manage men.
That is why they believe if you can manage a woman, there is no position you cannot manage. There is no position. The most difficult person, the most difficult office to manage is the woman's office. If you can manage that office, there is no position able to manage the staff you can manage it. So, Madam advanced and manages the women of the SLP. Thank you very much, Madam. Thank you. Today, even when you told us you are 78, but His Excellency is still of the conviction that you can do more for this nation. Congratulations again. That should be the spirit. That should be the spirit of our mothers. If you have the energy to serve, put yourself forward. Thank you, Madam. I love my heart to you. Congratulations on your nomination. I'm very sure this parliament will approve of you. Congratulations to all of you. Please go do us proud. Don't disappoint. If you disappoint, you see everything. They are threatening everybody. They are threatening the Electoral Commission, threatening the military, threatening the police. They are threatening everybody. We don't know who they want to manage when they come. And they will never come. Please do us proud. Perform. And with your performance, we'll keep them in abeyance, in perpetuality. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Chief. Yes, Chief can go back. After
I want to start my debate by thanking His Excellency to have given us these well-experienced and qualified nominees. These are kind of nominees as well as because these are all household names. We have approved nominees in this parliament. Their names are not going to be what's happening. But this set of people, as much we are happy to see them. We know they are qualified and we support the president for all the nominees, especially when they have gone through the interview. We have trust and confidence in the appointment committee. Once they have gone through the process, we are requesting or asking all the MPs to speedily approve them so they can start their job. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today, hold on, honorable member Bangura. I just heard somebody referring to you as the acting chairman, acting leader. Have you assumed your position again? Yes. I am here. I am here. This morning, standing here, making my contribution on behalf of the opposition. I mean the opposition. All the opposition is right. So I am not just speaking on behalf of the APC, but all of them. Yes. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to first of all commend the President for his compliance, for his strict compliance, for his adherence to the 1991 Constitution, specifically Section 33. His compliance this morning is being demonstrated by members of the political party club in this country. You have 13 members of political parties, 13 chairmen and their secretaries who are here in this way. And Mr. Speaker, I must commend these political parties. Oh, yes. And I want to welcome them to the well of Parliament. Specifically, the chairman, and who also happens to be the chairman of all political parties, Abba, Mr. Arotwe, stand up. Of PDP, the chairman of PDP, Mr. Speaker, we are here this morning again to approve nominees of the president. But these nominees this time has to do with the chairman of ECSL. So it's very important. That is the reason why, in fact, on my way to Parliament, I saw a barrage of police officers. I will say this, Mr. Speaker, members of Parliament. The appointment of the Chief Electoral Commissioner
is very timely. It's very timely to keep the unity, peace of this country. Make no mistake, this morning I will be supporting the appointment, the approval of the Chief Electoral Commission. Wait. Don't clap yet. Don't clap yet. Mr. Speaker, I would want to appeal to the leader of government business not to please make any objection on my face until I finish. Please, Mr. Leader, please. There are very critical issues. There are very critical issues surrounding the ECSL nominee that we have here this morning. But I always say this to them, that this country, we must give ourselves second chance. We must give ourselves a second chance. Even in our homes, Mr. Speaker, we have a problem of trust with our wives, with our kids, with husband, with everybody. The problem of trust has today taken over Sierra Leone. The problem of trust. We don't trust nobody. Nobody. Regardless your political party, your religion, nobody is trusting nobody in this country. Why? We must learn to give ourselves the second chance in life. We must learn to trust one another. A thief is not always a thief. It's not always a thief. Yes. Yes, I know that. So, Mr. Speaker, let the people of this country have one thing in mind, that this is the only country we have called Sierra Leone. Wherever you go, you always come back home. So if everybody in this country is suspecting everybody, then we are doomed as a country. We are doomed as a country. The idea of suspecting everybody for no good reason, suspecting everybody because of the affiliation in the past, it's not good. If we are to build a nation called Sierra Leone, if we are to build a nation, if we are to forge in our democratic credentials, we must hold ourselves. We must embrace everyone together. It is right. It is right. Some of the critical issues are concerning the Electoral Commissioner. Nobody hates you. Nobody will hate you because you have a wealth of experience, spanning over 21 years in election matters. In election matters. So you are here, you have seen it. Either Christopher Top as commissioner, come to Kane as commissioner, come to Amfa as commissioner, now coming to you. So you have seen it all. The reason why I said SLPP, you must not jump and clap in haste. I've said this. Experience has teaching me a lot of lessons today when it comes to electoral commission. We are in this country when Christian Top was appointed by the APC, by SFP. And the APC cried foul everywhere. Mr. Top conducted the elections. The APC won that elections. Again, Amfa Ali. By then I was the chairman of APA. The SL people were crying up and down, jumping. For me to get the political parties to approve President Kuruma's appointment was not easy. Amfa Ali was APC. That is what they say. That is what they said at that time. They said he's APC. And now, Amfa Ali conducted the elections and the SLP came to power. Well, one and came to power, I don't know, it's the same thing. The SLPP won the elections. And fast forwarding today, we have comment. Sylvester Alpha. And the APC is crying foul. The SLPP is celebrating, rejoicing. Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing here. If I am going to be proud, in naming one state institution in this country that has done so well, even during the time of his appointment, a lot of people had reservation, even myself, that is an SLPP sympathizer. But this gentleman came to that office. He has done wonderful things. That is the PPS. The PPS. Kwego. Chairman Kwego. See how Chairman Kwego conducted himself today. Alright. See how he has conducted himself today. He has levied punishment against the SLPP, the APC, again. He has levied punishment against the APC, and he has ruled on matters that has to do with the APC internally, objectively. That is the kind of man that every one of us should be proud today. Commissioner Kwego, Amara, they are now saying, they are drawing reference at the time when you were a district commissioner, at the time when you conducted an election in Kabbalah. They said the election result was not fair according to the majority out there. And they also cited your recent statement where you were videotaped saying 2023 2012 and 2028 elections. No, 2028 elections. You are going to conduct that election the same way. Mr. Speaker, we all in this country and the international community knows that the elections of 2023 was highly contested. We all. It's because of those elections. Today, we have deep-rooted grievances. Deep-rooted. The country is deep-rooted, divided. Sit down, sit down. You cannot object to a leader. Sit down, sit down, sit down. You cannot. Mr. Speaker, we have no, Mr. Speaker. Sit down. These elections today has left us with deep-rooted problems that burn the appetite and the tripartite. You see here today, my brothers and sisters are not here. They were supposed to be here. They were supposed to be here in debating. I am going to borrow the words of former President Nkrumah. What he said. Former President Nkrumah said, boycotting is not fashionable, it's not applicable to modern day politics. Dialogue is a way to resolve our difference. So I am appealing to my brothers and sisters. Let us dialogue. The APC. Let us dialogue with the SLPP. Let us sit with the SLPP and talk. Let us sit and discuss some of these things. Because this is the only country that we are. This is the only country that we are. Mr. Speaker, you know I'm rounding up my leader. So I am unlimited in terms of time. Mr. Speaker, carry on. Thank you. And I say this to my brothers and sisters in the APC. The elections of 2023 has gone and dusted. Finish. It's not. If you want to contest an election and win, he's going to be approved. No matter what. SLPP has the numbers to approve the commissioner. So, on that understanding, it is just good for anyone to accept that thing. Especially when we know that the commissioner or that individual is the one who is going to conduct my elections. Especially. So I am not canvassing the commissioner. I am talking to his conscience. So that tomorrow, when he will have announced that Mohammed Bangura is the president-elect, contest that part. Who is in this world today that wants to oppose President Mohamed Bagoura? Even the gallery, even the speaker, nobody. On that note, Mr. Speaker, I want to reiterate to the Commissioner that the lives of 7-8 million population are in your hands. The happiness, the peace of this country tied to the 2028 election. Please, I want you to go there with a very impartial mind. With very impartial mind. See every one of us as a player. All political parties as a player. That's why they say when you play bad, you get red card or yellow card. But please, treat us as one. Treat us as one. On that note, Mr. Speaker, I want to wholeheartedly support the appointments and the approval of Sylvester, Alpha, and the rest of the nominees in this world that we have here. That they are all beautiful, good-looking, and ready to serve this country. I wish you all the best of luck in your respective offices. I thank you.
I'll give special leave to a lady for 5 minutes. And I'll give special leave to my deputy speaker for 5 minutes. Please, 5 minutes.
Thank you very much. Before I do that,
I don't write.
I move that specified to suspend for the business of the house to continue.
Any second that? All those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving us this opportunity. I've asked my result, and she has kindly consented that I should speak on behalf of the council. Thank you for that consideration.
Speak for the women of Sierra Leone.
Yes. Yeah, the women of Sierra Leone, but that's what all of us are supporting. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today is another very important day, like all speakers have expressed, that we have nominees for approval, but we have a very special one amongst the nominees that we need to talk about. But before I do so, let me appreciate His Excellency the President, because we always cry as women of Sierra Leone that we want to see representatives at every level of governance. And today, that has been properly demonstrated. We have our fine ladies of substance, that are going to different offices to represent us. I want to quickly say His Excellency has done well, because he always thinks of that. He always look amongst women, eminent women, to see how much they can represent us. What I can say in this life, you are going to those offices as good civilians. If you check, you see there are more qualified ladies in Sierra Leone. Qualification for ladies is not a problem. We have our ladies out there, but if you have been chosen, make sure you do the work and do it effectively and make us proud as women of Sierra Leone. Now, quickly, Mr. Speaker, let me move to an eminent brother of ours as Sierra Leoneans. Much has been said about him. Much has been said. I am in the appointment committee, and I listened to all what he said. I want to assure this house that I have every confidence in what he told us in that committee. He has already started demonstrating it. He is not from apprenticeship. He is not going to that office as an apprentice. He is going there with wealth of experience. He has proven records that we can trust him. And that is why I stand here to approve, to give my word, to support all others who've spoken before me, to say that I'm proud of him. But Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I'll be remiss in my duty as a member of a great school from home, St. Andrew's Secondary School, if I don't talk about Mr. Sylvester Alpha as a member of that association. I'm proud of you. You have made us proud. You know, we too have produced students that can now man the affairs of Sierra Leone. Today we have the job. We used to have the secretary to the president. We have all these very good Sierra Leoneans that have served in these offices. But this time around, Mr. Alpha, you are not just going there to serve Osasa. You are going there to represent Osasa. You know our motto, us cruising, that we may be of service. You are going to serve Sierra Leone this time, not only St. Andrews. And one thing, Mr. Speaker, we don't only serve St. Andrews, but we always serve in any capacity you see us for the purpose. So today, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Alpha, I don't need to go into history of what our colleagues on the other side always do. You know, if it is not theirs, it is bad. If it is a suggestion from somebody else, particularly from this other wing, it is always bad. But if it is theirs, it is always good. Don't mind them. Be just mindful of being a Sierra Leonean. Be mindful of the fact that, like others have said, you are going to that office to bring peace to this country. And I know that you are going to serve us effectively and diligently. In the appointment committee, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, you promised to work with women, eminent women. We'll be visiting you. We'll be visiting your office. We'll be performing oversight functions. We'll be going there to check and see how many women you have in your office. We want to see women perform. They are there. We are here. We are here performing. So you have more to perform. We'll be visiting you to see that happens. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today we have Mr. Alpha, and we believe that the fate of Sierra Leone's democracy lies in his hands. And I believe and I support the approval of Mr. Alpha, because I know when he gets to that office, he's going to serve Sierra Leoneans. I wish you well, and I wish all the other nominees well. I congratulate you in advance, and I hope that you diligently serve in the different offices you will assume. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, today I'm want to address me properly. You address me as the Muazzin. Yes. Sheikh Alhaji Professor. Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mr. Speaker, I'm here today because, and I believe so, together with colleagues, members of parliament, because we trust not in the wisdom only of President Julius Maada Bio, but we also trust that Section 170, subsection 1 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act No. 6 of 1991, has been adhered to in full. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, for the edification of the public, you will permit me to read subsection 1 of Section 170. It reads, the laws of Sierra Leone shall comprise A, this Constitution. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, because of this Constitution, that was why when the Agreement of National Unity was drafted, in the preambles, paragraph C of the preamble states, and I read, noting that the laws of the Republic of Sierra Leone, especially the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act No. 6 of 1991, are sacrosanct. Mr. Speaker, I have never seen a constitution or the governor, as Kelsin called it, being suspended when a democratic government is in power. Mr. Speaker, I have never seen that. Mr. Speaker, permit me to take you to the Constitutional Review Committee documents, particularly page 242. The CRC of Justice Edmund Kawa. Their recommendation on 8.10, it reads, with your name, Mr. Speaker. It said the issue of the appointment of electoral commissioners was thoroughly debated and due consideration was given to all submissions and position papers. The CRC therefore recommends that there should be no change to Section 32(3) of the 1991 Constitution. Mr. Speaker, let me shock you and surprise you. That the recommendation of the CRC of Justice Edmund Kawa, late, in the white paper published by the APC-led government, this is the white paper. Mr. Speaker, the recommendation and the response of government reads thus. It said that Section 32(3), which provides for the appointment of the electoral commissioner by the president after consultation with leaders of all political parties and subject to the approval of parliament, government's response is this: government accepts this recommendation and retains Section 32(3). Mr. Speaker, I have never seen a president in power who is exercising Section 71 of his powers, of his sacred powers, pursuant to Section 53, the executive powers, that was decided by the Supreme Court of this country, and that president is told by an opposition that is in haste. Everybody should be in haste at this particular point in time, because we have been in this chamber in the 5th Parliament. When appointments were made 1 year to elections, they say those appointments have been made with the trickery to win the election. Now, appointment is made 2 years before the election. You say the president is in a rush. What should this president do? Mr. Speaker, but let me tell the nation what happens. The point is the fact that the APC has been in power for 35 continuous years. The APC is of the full assumption that this country belongs to them. Mr. Speaker, this is the fact. He said, I have been saying this and I will not allow anybody to tell you, because the public is gullible, that my father was APC. My own father, biological father, Tranga APC, Mr. Speaker, I so too. But I grew up under him in his house and he realized that what he was doing was not right. Because what he was doing, he was employed at the time during Chaka Stephen to carry ballot boxes and to take them to Chaka Stephen. That was his job. to rig election.
A faithful son.
So, Mr. Speaker, because of that, the APC always believe that this country belongs to them. And they see us in the SLPP, SO2, that Naneke Odikaneke. They give us opportunity. I have not seen a party that has acted in bad faith and that is as deceitful than the APC. Because even the agreement of national unity that they kept on referring to, Mr. Speaker, says the constitution of this country is sacrosanct. Their own white paper says that we should retain section 32(3). Why do they think, as members of parliament, that a proposal presented by a minister, by a government, will be passed by this house? Yeah. What created that impression? Where does that assumption born from? It is because they feel that the public is gullible and the public does not have time to read. And the public only allows and accepts whatever they say, hook, line, and sinker. Mr. Speaker, that is why the press, the fourth estate, should be objective enough. They should do their research. And they must say the truth as they are. Because any attempt to change the context, any attempt to brand what they think should please the opposition is an attempt to create and render this country in dispute. The APC should know that President Bio is the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. If he had acted unconstitutionally, Mr. Speaker, I will not be here today. Because the provision in section 32, which requires him to consult with other political parties, Mr. Speaker, I heard the last time somebody said we have to define consultation. I think consultation is properly defined in section 171(14). Mr. Speaker, with your leave. So 171(14), it says, we are under any provision of this constitution, any person or authority authorized or required to exercise any function after consultation with some other persons or authority, the person or authority shall not be required to act in accordance with the advice of that other person or authority. And the question whether such consultation was made shall not be inquired into by any court of law. When I came in this morning, I saw my leader strenuously submitting evidence of approval of consultation. It is because we have a president that is civilized. Mr. Speaker, that is all. Because we have a president that is civilized. In the SLPP, I have been in the SLPP as a boy. I was there when John Opojo Benjamin was consulted via the phone on the appointment of Dr. Christian Atop. That, the president wants to appoint Christian Atop, so there's a lot telling. And that was it. That was the consultation. The consultation ended as a phone call, one phone call. But President Julius Maada Bio, because he's civilized.
I think that was infallible.
No,
it's Christian Atop. 2012.
Okay.
It's Christian Atop, the appointment of Christian Atop.
Okay, yes. Yes. Okay, yes, 2012. Yes.
Unfortunately, you have ruled. Unfortunately, you have ruled.
He's a leader, Honorable Bagura.
Unfortunately, you have ruled, but are we?
Please, sir, for clarity purpose, yes, I want to make it clear.
Okay, I think that was the second appointment of Christian Atop.
Christian Atop.
Yes. Okay. Yes, proceed.
He clearly made it known here that as a chairman of all political parties, then political parties are invited at State House, not on phone calls, we talk on the issue, including the SLP.
Mr. Speaker, he has said in his debate that when Ufali was appointed, he was the chairman of APA. When Dr. Christian Atop was appointed, I am sure it was the leader for the second time in 2012. Yes. I am sure it was the leader of UDM. Yes. I don't know, but I'm sure it was the leader of UDM. So I don't know what position is espousing, but I know my position is clear and straightforward. So if you have a civilized president in government, a Democrat, a man that believes that the constitution of this country, which puts him as the guardian of this constitution, the guardian of this law, sends out letters to political parties allow political parties, I had a particular political party invited the proposed nominee for an interview, and the nominee obliged accordingly. Mr. Speaker, for him to have allowed all of that is because he believed in the sacrosanctity of this constitution. So I see no reason why the APC is not here. They are not here because they intend to use the playbook of 2007, and it will not work. It will not work. You see, those that were in parliament at that time, they were timid. They were afraid. And let me tell you what is in this election for me. It's my life, Mr. Speaker. I was born in the Western area. My family hailed from Tonkoliba. So if anything happened with this election, I have nowhere to go. I will fulfill the scripture that the foxes have holes, that the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man will have no place to lay his head. So if a president appoints the electoral commissioner, whom has been in that position, he has been in that commission for a very long time. He has been there when the APC won. In fact, I have said on radio that when the APC was struggling to empanel commissioners in 2012 for the result to have validity, Mr. Speaker, he was there. Can we say he has already set a stage that he will not be a fair umpire? No. He has been patriotic. Period. And there is also something I want to say, Mr. Speaker, before I sit. People will go up with the notion that, oh, the APC was not here, or the APC is not in the chamber, so the approval of the Electoral Commissioner is conditional. It is not. Section 89 of this Constitution is clear what constitutes quorum of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, read it, so nobody will leave this place with doubt in their mind that, oh, the Commissioner was not properly approved. It says quorum in Parliament. It says if objection is taken by any member of Parliament that they are present in Parliament besides the person presiding less than 1/4 of all members of Parliament. And in this Parliament, 1/4 is 37. I'm sure we're more than 37. So whatever we decide here forms part of the decisions of Parliament. So the public should know this. So Mr. Speaker, 62, we are still more than 62. And the paramount chiefs are here. The APC is represented ably. And let's assume that the APC did not come at all. The point is, the quorum of Parliament in the Constitution has been fulfilled. So, Mr. Aimo Alpha, as you go to your office, I would encourage you. I know the Public Election Act of 2022 did not take into consideration, Mr. Speaker. That is my concern. I've started saying it. The role, responsibility, and duties of election observers. We have seen the way election observers have treaded into uncharted territories, trying to fuel conflict in this country. I would advise you that as we try to define set rules for election observers, let us have election observers that have credible CSOs, or let us have election observers that are not faceless. Because I will tell you particularly, I had another tone from my brother from Moyamba. He mentioned a particular election observer, New, according to their manual, supposed to be a conglomerate of 300 plus CSOs. We must examine those CSOs, Mr. Speaker. We have a governance committee in this Parliament, and Section 93(4) gives you the power to empanel a committee to investigate issues of public interest. That is an issue of public interest. Because if new is being funded by international organizations for and on behalf of 300 CSOs that are not in existence, it's an issue of public interest. It is of public interest. Like it or not. So I am concerned that an entity that claimed to have 375 other organizations as part of its body is unable to summon a meeting of 20 of them to make a decision. And besides, you cannot observe an election when your democratic credential is under question. So somebody has been at the helm of NEW for more than 15 years now. And if you attempt to amend the constitution to give the president a third term, they will tell you it's unconstitutional. What is she doing? Is it constitutional? We need to know. The document needs to be produced to Parliament. So we understand exactly the people that are going to observe our elections, whether they have the credential. So, proposed nominee, when you go to your seat, I encourage you to look at all of your observer missions to make sure that they meet the threshold that you will set for the election. Make sure the preparation for the next election is watertight. That no political party, including us, the SLPP and the APC, will complain. What we want is free, fair, and transparent election. Something that is very, very difficult to attain, Mr. Speaker. To date, in the State of the Union, a few days ago, President Trump is still proposing that America now uses an election identification card. Because in his view and in his opinion, elections were rigged in America from time immemorial. These are not my words. He said it in the State of the Union. He has said it over and again. So you are occupying a very delicate balance. Like the judges, to arbitrate between human beings is very difficult. But we have seen what Cover has done. They have been able to uphold the balance. They have been a good arbiter. We trust you. We trust your experience. We trust your patriotism. So the other nominees, Mr. Speaker, we want to wish you well. I'm sorry, your appointment is not contentious, and your appointment does not require any constitutional explanation. But for him, we also need to explain why we are here. We are here not because we are SLPP or because of President Bio. We are here because of Section 97. We are representatives of the people of CNU. So whatever that comes to us, we are going to treat it with the seriousness it deserves. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to join other speakers to seek the blessing of this Parliament to expeditiously approve these nominees so that they can go to their offices. Thank you.
Leader of government business.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my Deputy Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Momi Bangura. I've met you for over 20 years. A very struggling time. When I came to Parliament at the age of 32, 33, I met you at the Studio Musters. And then you at PNGC. So we met a young politician. That is for public consumption. Purely meant for. Thank you, Honorable Deputy Leader of Government Business 1. I thank you very much for your presentations and trying to put the records straight. I will dwell on your presentations that you have made to this Honorable House. The reason why we are doing this, from the 5th Parliament of the Second Republic, we are now at the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic. We are not rubber stamp Parliament. We are not. We are not. My colleagues on the other side, they can attest to that we have passed laws that have classified us as a very strong Parliament. And today, other parliaments are coming here for experience sharing. One is the repeal of the obnoxious law. 2, the libel law. 2 is the enactment of the Giwe Act. That is a novelty in the sub-region. The gender equality and women's empowerment is a novelty in the sub-region. The third one, that our elections reforms, we took over 4 months in doing election reforms. We debated the Public Elections Act 2022 for 4 months, and we are able to sail through. A journalist sent our phones numbers to the media so that people can attack us. Some of us, we use that platform to change their way of thinking and the way of behaving in terms of dealing with national issues. We did not act like them, but we use the moral standing to transform them to be a better Sierra. The fear of accident cannot stop us from driving. I'm a properly seated